welcome back to the session, my dear students. In the previous class, we all gather in detail information about types of transport like road transport and railways, etc. etc. Even we all gather in detail information about pipeline transport also. Then after we should gather in detail information about waterways. So here the waterways. What is the meaning of waterways means? The provides navigation facilities by means of ships and boats are called as waterways. Travel by water. By using the water, we can travel from one place to another place. So that is called as waterways. Provides navigation facilities by means of ships and boats are called as water transport. So here the waterways divided into two types. How many types of waterways or water transport is there? Means the one is inland waterways, another one is ocean waterways. The one is inland waterways, another one is ocean waterways. So the first one is inland waterways. Look at this picture. Inland waterways. Inland waterways is nothing but rivers, lakes, backwater, and canals are the inland waterways. You know about like that. We know about for the rivers and we know about for the lakes, backwater, and canals. Backwater. What is the meaning of backwater here? A body of water that is created by flood during the floods time. During the floods time, also using for some of the important boats and protection for some human being and animal being. So like. Here the inland waterways means rivers, lakes, backwater and canals are the inland waterways. So in India, the inland waterways mainly carried goods and people along river Ganga. This possible through, we can see means North India, Ganga river is there, Brahmaputra and their tributaries in North India. Tributaries, a branch that flows into the main stream. Once we can sing for the streams of Sharavati river, Raja, Rani, Roarer, Rocket. So like that here in India, inland waterways mainly carried goods and people along river Ganga, the Brahmaputra and their tributaries in North India. So now they play a limited role. So before, in early days, inland waterways are playing very important role. But nowadays these importance is reduced because of the reason development of roads and railways. Maybe this is possible to ask for the MCQ or one more question. Would it? Now they play a limited role. It means inland waterways nowadays playing a very limited role. Why means because the development of roads and railways. So this is about for the inland waterways. Then after ocean waterways, it means through the ocean or through the seas, exporting and importing or carrying passengers from one country to another country, like water transport through seas and oceans from ocean waterways. So like look at the pictures. This is the ocean waterway. So some factors which influence on the ocean transport, which are the essential factors which influence for the ocean transport, like possible to ask for the question. So India has a long coastline and some ports. India long coastline means India surrounded by three side water and one side land. We can see most of the coastal areas of our Indian country available for so many harbors. So like four. So this is the influence factor. India has a long coastline and some ports. And India is located at the center of the eastern hemisphere. Got it? India is located at the center of eastern hemisphere, and nearly 85% of our foreign trade is seaborne. Seaborne. Mainly we get look at for that means 85% of trade depending upon for the through the sea routes only. Got it? Only 15% of trade we are all doing through the airways and roads, railways like. but nearly 85% of our foreign trade is seaborne. What is the meaning of here? Seaborne means carry on the sea goods and passengers, goods and services from one country to another country. And all these factors favor for ocean transport. So, which factors favor for ocean transport means should be keep in our mind. India is a long coastline and consists of some ports, and India is located at the center of the eastern hemisphere. Nearly 85% of our foreign trade is seaborne. All these factors very essential. So this is about for the ocean waterways. We already learned about for the inland waterways. Next possible to learn for the ocean waterway. Then after the ocean waterway, some ports. It means some of the important harbors. So based on the ports, first we have to learn ports meaning, and based on that what is port, list out the ports of west coast and east coast. So India consists of four directions: north, south, west and east. We can possible to see ports only west and east, but not for the north and south, but not for the north and south. Now we have to gather what is the meaning of port, and which are the ports located the west coast of our Indian country and the east coast of our Indian country. See what is the meaning of port here? Meeting points, where can be arranged to meet, where can be arranged to meet. So like that, meeting points between land and sea. So this is the sea and this is the land. So there's the meeting points between the land and sea routes where ships are docked. You know that air station is there, railway station is there, bus station is there. So like here also ships also standing purpose need some of the important places. So such a places we should consider for the ports. So that is the meeting points between land and sea roads where ships are docked for long and loading and unloading, loading and unloading called as ports. So here there are 14 major ports in India. So it belongs to west coast also and the east coast also. Totally there are major 14 ports are there. 14 ports and ports of the west coast. First now we have to learn in detail information about the ports of the west coast. Then after we look at for the east coast ports. The first, the ports of the west coast. Look at from here to here, these are all the west coast ports. The first one along with the west coast we can see for only 6 ports. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is, we can see for the 6 ports. Let's see which one is the first. Kandla. So this is Kandla, Mapwork, very important place. It is located at the head of the Gulf of Kutch in Gujarat. It is located in Gujarat mainly. Which one? Kandla. Then another one is Mumbai. So Mumbai, it is the biggest and most spacious and well sheltered port. So this is possible to ask for the map work. It's not for the direct. So they are asking the biggest port of India. Otherwise, most spacious port of India. Otherwise, the well sheltered port of India. Like they asking. So which one is the Mumbai? So this is also called as the gateway of India. Mumbai we are situated in, we already know about that in Maharashtra. It is also called as the gateway of India. So mainly what is the meaning of gateway? Gateway is nothing but the entrance that can be closed by a gate. The entrance that is closed by a gate. Even New Mangalore, that is also called as gateway of Karnataka. So here in India, Mumbai, the gateway of India. So like asking means the gateway of India means Mumbai. Biggest port means Mumbai. Most spacious port means Mumbai. Well sheltered port means Mumbai. What is sheltered means there is a lot of protection for that, protected from danger in case like tsunamis, cyclones, whatever means that port have a lot of protection like. So that is about for the Mumbai. It is the biggest, most spacious and well sheltered port and situated in Maharashtra. It is called as the gateway. So this is Mumbai port. Got it? These two. And after the ports of the west coast. Third one, Jawaharlal Nehru Port. Jawaharlal Nehru Port. Even this is also in early days called as Nahasheva Port. This is also in early days called as the Navasheva Port. It means formerly at a previous time it is called as Navasheva Port, like Jawaharlal Nehru Port means also same, and Navasheva Port means also same. And it is located near Elephanta Caves, 10 kilometers from the Mumbai. Caves, underground enclosures over there. It is near to 10 kilometers of the Mumbai located, and it has been built for the release of pressure on the Mumbai port. So, substitute. This is the substitute port to the Mumbai. Got it? Release the pressure. It means which is released by loading and unloading pressure, decreasing purpose. This port was constructed. Got it? So this is Jawaharlal Nehru Port or Navasheva Port. Then after Marmagova. Got it? So look at here. This is Marmagova. It is situated the entrance of Zuari River estuary in Goa. Fresh and salt water mix area. Estuary is nothing but here mixing of the fresh water also, even for the salt water also we can see possible to in Goa, Marmagova. It is situated at the entrance of Zuari River. Entrance of Zuari River. So this is Marmagova. And another one is New Mangalore. So this is New Mangalore. It is known as the gateway of Karnataka. The entrance that it can be closed by a gate. New Mangalore means also same, and the gateway of Karnataka means also same. And it is situated at mainly here Panamadur to the north of Mangalore. Panamadur north located situated for the Mangalore. And last one is Kochi. So belongs to the west coast. Now last one is this is a sixth port, that is a Kochi or Cochin. It is located on the coast of Kerala. So this is dear students. So this is coastal areas Kochi or Kerala like, and this is it also called as the Queen of the Arabian Sea. Queen of the Arabian Sea. It means the very important trading center. The coastal areas among to here, the very important trading center, Cochin. Got it? So that is why we should called, this is called as the Queen of Arabian Sea. So this is about for the west coast ports. West coast ports, totally 6 available for that. Always keep in our mind. And after ports of the east coast. So along with the east coast, there are 7 ports are located. Along with the east coast, how many ports are there? There are 7 ports. So this is the east coast. We can see means there are 7 ports are there. The first one is Tuticorin. So this is Tuti. Look at here. This is Tuticorin. Main Tuticorin southeast part of Tamil Nadu. It is located in the southeastern part of the Tamil Nadu. Then another one is Chennai. So it is also located in Tamil Nadu. Got it? Another one is Chennai. It is also located in Tamil Nadu. So this is Chennai port. It is also located in Tamil Nadu, and it is the oldest port. Got it? It is the biggest port means Mumbai. Oldest ports means Chennai. And it has an artificial harbor. It means constructed like harbor. Here human beings only. Otherwise Tamil Nadu government only involving and constructing for the harbor. So that is we should consider for the artificial harbor. Another one is Ennore. So near to Chennai. So this is Ennore, near to Chennai. So it has been developed to reduce the pressure of the traffic of Chennai port. Here also there is a loading and unloading pressure decreasing purpose. Another one port constructed at Ennore. So it has been developed to reduce the pressure of traffic on Chennai port, and it is located to the north of Chennai. So north of Chennai it is located, and that one is Paradip. So like this is Paradip. Look at for that located Mahanadi Delta in what is it means large body of water. Here we can see for the Mahanadi flowing. So that is Paradip located Mahanadi Delta in Odisha. Then after Haldia. So this is Haldia located in West Bengal. So this is Haldia located in West Bengal. Otherwise Hooghly or Haldia river also called as, and received a larger ships which cannot enter for the Kolkata fort. So this is Kolkata fort. Got it? Here the large ships are highly impossible to enter. Got it? Which large ships are highly impossible to enter. So such a important ships receiving by Haldia port. Another one is Kolkata, and it is a riverine fort. It is a riverine fort. It means it is formed port and located on the left bank of the river Hooghly, not for the right bank. It is located of the left bank of the river Hooghly, and it is the second biggest port in India. First biggest port Mumbai, and the second biggest port in India Kolkata. So like largest terminal port in Southeast Asia. It means border largest terminal port in Southeast Asia. So this is about for the Kolkata, and many times it suffers from the problem of silting. It means the water become dirty. When water become dirty, so there is most of the soil when become a dirty. The larger ships are highly impossible to enter for such a ports. That time, so to clear this silt, dredging is required when water become a dirty, and that place covered by most of the soil. Biggest ships and biggest steamers highly impossible to enter for the coast. So that time to clear the silt, and dredging is required, clearing is required. So like and another one is Port Blair. So this is Port Blair. It is located in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Port Blair. This is not located in west coast. Sorry, east coast, and it is located in Andaman Nicobar Islands. Port Blair, and it is the Union Territory of India. It means it is even one of the important a small administrative division of our Indian country. So these all the east coast locating ports. These are the east coast locating some of the important ports. After that, waterways, we can learn about the airways. Based on the airways, there is a question. Write a note on airways in India. Write a note on airways in India. Look at the pictures of airways. Maybe your air transport is the quickest means of transport. Quickest means of transport means it is the fastest means of transport. What it carrying passengers and goods from one country to another country, or one place to another place too fast. So that is the quickest and efficient to carry passengers and goods and services. It means the cost is more, very effective. So it is efficient to carry passengers and goods and services from one place to another place, or mails. And on the times of emergencies like war, put it during the period of war time, playing very important role by airways. Floods time, earthquakes time, air transport is very useful. Even this critical situations time, the airways is playing very important role. On the times of emergencies like war, floods, earthquakes, the air transport is very essential. And it is also useful to reach every corner of the nation. Got it? A place of to the side of any area, any corner, north, south, west, east, any corner of the nation possible to reach. So that is the capacity of the airways. And Indian Airlines, which operates within the country. So out of the Indian country there is no Indian Airlines. So within India Got it? The transporting goods and services mails from one state to another state here by very very important role playing by Indian Airlines. Indian Airlines which operates within the country, and it is also connected to neighboring countries. Airlines connected to the even for the neighboring countries also. And recently air transport was in the public sector. Public sector is nothing but that is hold and controlled by government. Hold and controlled by government. But there are now private air transport companies holding permit, because this is the 21st century. There is a toughest competition. That is why government allowing permission to construct for the air stations with the responsibility taken by private sector. So such a important private sector airlines or Jet Airways, Sahara Airlines and Paramount Airlines, these are the private sector. Public sector means Indian Airlines. Private sector airlines are Jet Airways, Sahara Airlines, Paramount Airlines like. And there are 141 airports in India. Totally, mainly here, the very important 141 airports in India. Got it? And Airport Authority of India manages these airports. AUI. So like Border Roads BRDA, Border Roads Development of Authority, and CPWD, Central Public Works Department. That is where super highways. Like here, the Airways. Got it? Maintenance of Airways. So like belongs to AUI, Airport Authority of India manages these airports. Got it? And throughout the Indian country, 28 designated international airport. It means assign a name or title. 28, for example, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport, Indira Gandhi International Airport, and Kempe Gowda International Airport. Like 28 designated international airports in India, and 28 domestic airports. It means inland within the Indian country, 28 airports are there, and 25 civil enclaves of defense airfields, area of military airbase. It means that some airports very useful to the military base purpose. So such a airports we can see 25. Got it? So this is about for the airways. Always keep in your mind and write answer properly. Airways, write a note on airways in India means air transport is the quickest means of transport and efficient to carry passengers and mails from one country to another country and from one place to another place. And on the times of emergencies like war, floods, earthquakes, air transport is very useful. And it is also useful to reach every corner of the nation. And Indian Airlines, which operates within the country but not for the out of the country, and possible to connect it for the neighboring countries few times. And recently air transport was in the public sector, but later private sector also get or hold for the permission. This was the reason purpose. Nowadays Jet Airways is there, Sahara Airlines is there, and Paramount Airlines also playing very very important role. And there are 141 airports are there in India, and Airport Authority of India, it means AUI, managing the airports. And there are 28 designated international airports in India, 28 domestic airports, and 25 civil enclaves of defense airfields are there throughout the Indian country. So this is in detail information about airways. Now look at for some of the important international airports are there throughout the Indian country. So based on that, list out the important international airports of India. The first one, Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi. So like Indira Gandhi International Airport. Then Chhatrapati Shivaji International Airport, Mumbai. So this is Chhatrapati International Airport, Mumbai. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport, Kolkata. And Anna International Airport, Chennai. Then Kempegowda International Airport, Bangalore. Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, Hyderabad. And Sri Guru Ramdas Ji International Airport, Amritsar. And Lokapriya Gopinath Bodolini International Airport. So this is Guwahati. And Biju Patnaik International Airport, Bhubaneswar. Like so many international airports are there, like Sardar Vallabhai International Airport, Ahmedabad, and Veer Savarkar International Airport, Port Blair, like, and Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar International Airport, Nagpur, like, and Jurke International Airport to Shillong, like, so these are all the like very very important international airports. Lal Bahadur Shastri International Airport, Varanasi, line. So you should be always keep in your mind. So based on this, maybe ask for the 3 mark question. List out the important international airports of India. Otherwise, may be possible to ask for the map for question, but not for the direct. What did they asking? International Anna Hazare International Airport. Otherwise, sorry, Anna International Airport, Chennai. So Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, Hyderabad. Lokapriya Gopinath Badoli International Airport means Guwahati. Like possible to ask for the map for places. So always keep in your mind. Then after the important communication. So this is previous what we learn. So that is in detail information about only for the transport. Now we have to learn in detail information about the communication. So what is the meaning of communication, or what is communication? Write the importance of communication. So the conveyance of messages from one person to another or from one place to another place is called as communication. Conveyance, it means the transmission of information from one place to another place or from one person to another person. This is called as communication. Conveyance of message from one person to another person or from one place to another is called as communication. So the importance of communication. Why? The communication is playing very very important role. It helps in quick transmission and dissemination. Like here, see, the act of sending a message, a transmission. Got it? Quick, the fast. Got it? We can fastly sending message to any one person in the world, and dissemination. It means within span of a seconds or within span of a minute it can spread throughout the world. So that is the capacity of the communication. It helps in quick transmission and dissemination. Then here very very important information, communication, information and message from person to person and place to place. Here information one person to another person, and otherwise message from one person to another person or one place to another place easily can spread, and it helps in creating awareness among the people, knowingness. What it people get awareness through the communication media. Example, government policies, a plan of action by the government, a plan of action by the government. So that is government policies, and government programs, a serious projects undertaken by government to development of the nation. So about the government policies, so about the government programs, we get awareness through the communication. And know about natural hazards. It means nature providing few dangers. Got it? We can know awareness about through the media, like that communication. And natural disaster, we know, we get information about cyclones, earthquakes, etc etc, and weather forecasting, statement about for the weather conditions. So that is also possible to get through the communication. And it helps in the progress of the trade, agriculture and industry. Okay, it is playing very very important role to development of the trade, to development of the agriculture and to development of the industry. And it provides entertainment playing very very important role. We get joy, enjoy and day to day information what happen every day So like everything, we get information through the communication and maintain unity and integrity. Maintain unity and integrity purpose also here the communication is playing very important role. So this is about for the communication. So based on that, what is the communication and explain the importance of communication. Then after, dear students, modes are types of communication. So now we can see what are the types of communication is there. We can see various modes of communication means possible to see only two types of communication. How many types of communication? Only two types of communication. The one is personal communication and another one is mass communication. The first one is personal communication, another one is mass communication. So here's the personal communication. What will come under personal communication? Letters, then telephone and telegram, then fax. So this is for the fax and email. So look at that email, then internet and seminar, then conference. So like this all under the personal communication. So then another one is the mass communication. Another one is the mass communication. What will come under the mass communication? Here the newspaper and radio and television, then magazines, then books. These all under the mass communication. So here the modes or types of communication. Modes or types of communication available for in two types. The one is the personal communication, another one is the mass communication. Personal communication, examples letters, telephone, telegram, fax, email, internet, seminar, conference. Then another one is the mass communication, newspapers, radio, television and a magazine. These all very essential. So even the books also, even for the books also. Then after the postal service, so important communication system that exists for a long period in India to provide various services. Here the postal service also playing very important role to economically development of the nation. Got it? Why here the postal service is playing a very important role, that now we have to gather properly. Like here see, delivering letters, it means make delivery for the letters. Explain the importance of postal service, that we already learn geography, sorry, business studies, first lesson postal service, like delivering letters, delivering make delivery for the packets and delivering some of the important parcels and delivering money order, etc., money providing from one place to another and providing saving bank facilities. Saving, it means preservation of for the money and issuing national saving certificate. So this is issuing by Indian government saving bond. Indian government saving bond. Under this, holder get the tax benefit. Under this national saving certificate, holder get for the tax benefit also. So this is about for the postal service. So keep in your mind important communication system that existed, that is existed, it means have reality, existed for a long period in India to provide various services. At what type of various services providing by postal? Delivering letters, delivering packets, delivering parcels and delivering money order, etc., from one place to another, then providing saving bank facilities and issuing a national saving certificate. So like then telecommunication, another one is the telecommunication, communication over a distance by, over a distance by mainly cable, telegraph, telephone and fax is called as telecommunication. See, look at here, mainly telecommunication. What is the meaning of telecommunication? Means Communication over a distance by we can do communication through the cable and the telegraph, telephone and fax is called as telecommunication. And nowadays telephone and mobile phone services have been replaced for the telegraph services. Got it? Telegraph, it means cable wire. In those days, in early days available for, but nowadays telephones and mobile phone services have replaced telegraph service. So this is about for that, my dear students. Properly keep in your mind what is the meaning of telecommunication means communication over a distance by cable, telegraph, telephone, and fax is called as telecommunication. Next, radio and television. Here the radio and television. Remote places of India, people can listen to radio, messages, and TV. Got it? Mainly see some of the long distance places possible to listen and possible to watch for the television. And farmers get update information about agricultural problems while farmers are doing agriculture. The face related agriculture problems means through the television and through the radio, government providing some of the important programs and commodity prices and fixed cost of some of the important products and the weather forecast information about for the weather on the modern method of cultivation. It means the new method of agriculture information we can gain through the radio and through the television. Like here the radio and the television is playing very important role. Here AIR, it means All India Radio was started in 1930. All India Radio, one mark, very important question. When was the All India Radio started means in the year of 1930 All India Radio was started. Then Doordarshan started in 1959, DD. Nowadays the government providing some of the important education oriented Samveda, etc programs like through the Doordarshan only, DD. It was started in 1959. So this is about radio and television. Then newspapers, so which come under the print media. Print media means printed matter. Got it? More than lakh newspapers registered in India. It means certified by more than a lakh of newspapers. Got it? We know about only few newspapers names, that's it, but registered by more than lakh of newspapers are registered, and more than lakh periodicals in a different language registered in India. It means publications also registered in India. 41 newspapers have history of more than 100 years. So among that all the newspapers, 41 newspapers are playing very important role, and they have a lot of history, more than 100 years. And the oldest and still existing newspaper of India is Bombay Samachar. See that the oldest, which is the oldest newspaper and still possible to read. Got it? Such a newspaper in India means Bombay Samachar. So this is now we should call it as Mumbai Samachar. This is now we should call it as Mumbai Samachar. This is available for in a Gujarati language. So this is the Bombay Samachar, oldest and still existing newspaper. Bombay Samachar means also same, and Mumbai Samachar means also same. It is available for in Gujarati language. So this is about for the newspapers. So it was started in 1822. Which one? Mumbai Samachar or Bombay Samachar? This is the oldest newspaper. It was started in 1822. So like here the newspapers also playing very important role in the communication system. And computer network. So like here computer network main, what are that? Computer networks, internet facility and email facility. So like here see mainly student, internet facility and email facility, we should these both also we should consider for the computer networks. Internet, a computer network. Email, a system of electronic message, a system of electronic message. Satellite technology. So, like the based on the satellite technology, there is a 3 mark question. Everybody keep in your mind. Satellite provide information about navigation, weather forecasting, GPS, GIS, etc., etc., etc. So that is the satellite technology. Look here, this picture indicates information about for the satellite technology. And this satellite technology, we can learn 3 important aspects like GIS. GIS. Look here, GIS. GIS, Geographical Information System. Geographical Information System. Why here GIS playing very important role in satellite technology means, so it is a computer based system. It means depending upon the computer. It means the GIS satellite mainly depending upon for the computer. It is a computer based system, and it accumulate internet data on the earth surface. Internet data means browse web, check emails, and play video games, etc., etc. What it possible to through the GIS, Geographical Information System, through the satellite only. And earth surface, outermost level of the land, where oceans are there, where rivers are there, where hill stations are there, where forests are there. We can look at this picture means we can see where there is a greenery, trees, and where there is a red color, there is a villages, houses, like. So that is we can accumulate the internet data on the earth surface through the GIS. Through the GIS. And another one is GPS, Global Positioning System. Global Positioning System, this playing very important role. So this is GPS. How like this playing very important role? Indicates location. Indicates location means showing point, place where something happen. Place where something happen. It's showing for the locations, where is the ocean and where is the water bodies, where is the rivers, and where Delhi is there, where Nagpur is there, where Jammu and Kashmir is there, possible to see. We can through the GPS global positioning system. So this is indicates location. And moving object, direction of movement. Got it? If persons are moving north to south or west to east, like that moving objects we can find through the GPS. So that is the moving object. And person through pointing, one, where he going or she going, whether she going in north direction, whether she going in west direction, whether he going in east direction, like through the GPS possible to we can find. And so that is the person through pointing. And point out the longitude and latitude. Longitude and latitude, it lines running north to south or west to east, like through the GPS only possible to find. So this is in detail information about for the GPS under the satellite technology. And point height above the sea level also possible to find through the GPS. And another one is RST. RST, it means remote sensing technology. How like here, see like here the remote sensing technology. Collect information about earth surface, outermost level of the land, how like earth is there, like we can gather in detail information about through the RST. Got it? This all information under we can see the satellite technology only. RST, remote sensing technology, collect information about the earth's surface. And gather information about the distance objects. It means photography from sky and from land, from ocean, from river, and from forest, from hilly areas, like photography also we can get through the remote sensing technology. And aerial and satellite photos are taken through the remote sensing. Taking photos from aircraft, taking photos from a aircraft possible to through the RST, remote sensing technology. So here satellite technology playing very important role. So these three also based on the satellite technology. GIS, expand GIS, geographical information technology or system, and GPS, global positioning system, and RST, remote sensing technology. So like these all playing very important role. So dear students, this is information about satellite technology, and this is a important lesson. Which one? Transport and communication. Thank you. By watching the video, I am Chandrashekar, assistant social science teacher, BGS Public School, Shitlagata. Thank you. Have a nice day. Jai Shri Gurudev.